Alright, hello and welcome to this video. It's going to be a little bit different of a video. I kind of wanted to make a video explaining my reason for starting a YouTube channel. Not that anybody's asking, but just for my own personal records. I've kind of explained in a few videos, or a previous video, like just kind of want to document my life. I've wanted to start a YouTube channel since I was like, I don't know, it was 2015, so like 18. But I've tried and just stopped, and I'm yapping when I wanted to explain our channel name. But yeah, so I've already explained kind of why I wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I wanted to explain our channel name because it's a daily vlog, essentially, but it's called our adventure log, and people might be like, well, it's not very adventurous, like you're just, doing your daily life. And there's a lot of meaning, and it took me a long time, probably a month, to pick the name. I had been joking about, because we've been watching Outdoor Boys and a few other YouTubers. My husband thought it was kind of funny, kind of weird that I watched them, but I've told him like the amount of money that you could make, and not that like that's the goal, but it'd be pretty awesome if all we did was, projects around the house and, just filmed our life, and that was our job. We're both we're not unhappy, but there's definitely things that we would like to prioritize that we're not necessarily able to prioritize because of work. But anyway, I wanted to explain how I came to pick the channel name, and because it took a lot. I have this journal notebook thing. It's personal, so there's a few different things that I do in here. But like, I write quotes that I find inspirational, and just things that like kind of motivate me to do good in life. But anyway, when I was first thinking about doing a YouTube channel, I made a summer 2024 to-do list, and I haven't done everything, because, life just gets busy, and it's not necessarily going as planned, and I wrote down my goals and everything, and a lot of this came from just me being unhappy at my job. I'm a teacher, and I'm going to a different school, so hopefully it'll be better for me, but it took me a long time to figure out a name for this channel. These are video ideas that might come, might not come, but these are all channel names. And the one that I really liked was Rugged Ranch, but then I looked it up and it was trademarked, and it's like an actual brand. So that went out of it. I did like the definition for rugged, so I looked up definitions and just kind of what I wanted to center our channel around. And we're not really a homestead. Low rent lifestyle was a pretty good one. In college, one of my roommates unfriended me on everything and said that I was kind of low rent. Maybe she was right, but I don't know. I have a house and doing pretty good for myself. And then Evergreen Ranch. We live on 22 acres of evergreen trees, but we're not really a ranch. We don't, not really a ranch. I do like the idea of adventure. And there's just a lot of different things that I looked into, and I thought about doing Carpe Diem. That was already a channel, and like I thought about using our last name, but there's a lot of people with my last name, and like that have already started YouTube channels or are like a band and that sort of thing. Try to incorporate kinfolk, but that's just like people in your family. There wasn't that deep of a meaning to it. But yeah, so I then got to thinking to like the great adventure, but then it's like, well, it's just your life, like what's so great about it. I even had another whole nother list with more names and everything. And then I've always liked like the concept of live free from judgment, live free from, just all of the things that you feel like trap you down. And I don't know, I think there was like a live free movement or something, and then live free family, live free homestead, and I don't know, live free adventure. they just didn't really feel right. And I looked up trademarks for all of these and everything. And then I started getting into like channel names, but like that were like song names. So I don't know. But then like Rugged Adventure, the Resilient Adventure, and basically rugged is the having or requiring toughness and determination. And I thought that was a quality of us, my family, myself, especially with what we've been through this year. Resilience, the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties, i.e. toughness, which I feel like would describe myself, but not necessarily like what the channel would be. Then Live Free is living free on your own terms without unnecessary restrictions or limitations. I'm like, well, I mean, I got a job and everything, so I didn't feel like it would really fit what our channel would be, or, you know, what it would become. And then a homestead is an isolated dwelling, especially a farmhouse and adjacent outbuildings. So we don't really have a homestead. Evergreen is having foliage that remains green and functional through more than the growing season. But when you're talking about a person, it's individuals who have achieved greatness in their respective fields and continue to inspire generations long after their presence has passed. Which, I mean, essentially is what we're trying to get at, but we're not really there yet. Low rent, low in character, cost, or prestige, cheap. I wouldn't say I'm low in character. Hey, Kevin, knock it off. I try to hold a high standard for myself and, like, what I want to present myself as. Cheap, I mean, yeah, I do shop at Walmart. I do try to, you know, stay affordable, although it's really hard. And then adventure, an unusual and exciting, typically hazardous experience or activity. And when I thought about the adventure, like, life is kind of an adventure, and originally I was going to just do our adventure, meaning my family's adventure, our own documented adventure. But then I looked and there's someone that already has the YouTube channel, Our Adventure. So I was like, okay, well, I want to be my own thing. And then we thought about Carpe Diem, which means seize the day, make the most of the present moment. And that was already taken by, it's like a fishing channel. And then I thought, okay, well, seize the day, do better adventure. Like, I had a lot of names. Figure It Out, Evergreen Homestead, Evergreen Ranch, Rugged Homestead. But, so then I was like, Our Rugged Adventure, Our Resilient Adventure, Our Adventure. And then I was set on Our Adventure. And I even created the channel with just the name Our Adventure. But then, and I, like, looked it up and there wasn't anybody. But then, like, as soon as I, you know, made the channel, of course I find a channel that's Our Adventure. And then I was like, okay, well, it's still our adventure. It's our own adventure. Like, it's not necessarily exciting. Not every day is exciting, but it's ours. And I feel like every day is an adventure. It's unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. And so I would say everything is an adventure. And then, I was thinking of what we could add to Our Adventure to make it unique, because I had already made the email, which is Our Adventure Log. And so then I was like, okay, well, when I was making the email, it wouldn't let me do Our Adventure. So then I was like, okay, well, what can I add to make it, you know, sorry, I'm reading, trying to figure out what log means, because I didn't write it down in my book. But, yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to make it unique, ours, and, like, still relative. So then I added Our Adventure Log, which, log is an official record of events during the voyage of a ship or aircraft. In English literature, it's a full written record of a journey, a period of time, or an event. And so I felt like adding log to Our Adventure is just kind of saying we're documenting our adventure. It might not be written, of course, because it's a vlog, but it's ours. And again, reason for wanting to do YouTube channel is just to capture memories, and you know, a lot of history we wouldn't know unless we had like the personal diaries or, you know, perspective on things. So I don't know. And if nothing else, my grandkids will be able to see what I was like, which I think would be pretty cool. I don't have a lot of pictures of my granddad who recently passed away, and it'd be cool to just know some of his stories and some of the things he did. And I like to think that this is my documentation of for my great grandchildren, my great grandkids, my grandkids, my great 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 grandkids. And so that's really the reason for the channel, and that's why I chose the name. You know, it's not a great adventure, but it's ours. You know, it's not amazing, but it's ours. It may not even be that adventurous, but it's life, and life's an adventure. And so that's why it's an adventure. Also, we just have the goal of doing more outside things. Like, we want to do more fishing, and we want to do more hunting, and more hiking, and more exploring. And that in and of itself is an adventure. The last 8-10 days we've been building a back deck. Like, that in itself is an adventure. And my grandkids will be able to look back and be like, wow, my grandma and grandpa built this deck. So yeah, I don't know, I just think it's cool to document things like this. And this is very outside of who I am. I'm a very shy person. When you meet me, I don't talk a lot, so that's why I'm kind of uncomfortable bringing in filming everything. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video to explain the channel name, not necessarily the purpose, because I've already said the purpose, and there's a few reasons why we wanted to start. And it mostly started as a joke, and I was joking around with my husband, like, what if I did this, and then eventually, like, we could just, you know, create content. And I don't know, I think that it's a long shot, or it would take a very, very long time for our channel to grow to that. But I mean, what if, like, I'm 26, 5 years I'll be 31. What if I just get to, you know, make content and be with my kid all day? Like, that'd be amazing. But anyway, thanks for listening to me talk. I'm gonna try to keep documenting stuff. I'm trying to get my CDL, I think, because to be a bus driver. So I mean, I'll have my CDL notes in here. I need to keep writing. I like writing. I don't know, it stimulates your brain in a way that nothing else does. I also need to read more, but maybe we'll do that on the road trip. But yeah, I just wanted to make an extra video so that I can have it set to but post on Sunday. And that way, you guys, I don't miss the posting. Like, I have something set for tomorrow. I filmed the video today that will post Saturday. And I'm filming this right now that will be Sunday, if you're watching it, Sunday, August 11th. But yeah, I'll make a video in Birchett Bay. I just don't know if I'll have enough content to make a video for each day. So I just wanted to film this to get ahead of myself and you know, just ensure that I can try to post every day, because I really don't know what this next week will look like, because it's basically, we got 2 days of camping, staying with a friend, camping at a place, and then 3 days at Yellowstone. So 1 day at Lewis and Clark Caverns, 3 days at Yellowstone, a day in the Black Hills at a hotel, 3 days at Mount Rushmore, the KOA at Mount Rushmore, and then we'll probably drive, stay in some hotel somewhere, and then we'll be camping in Leavenworth. And then the Sunday, the 25th, will be my granddad's memorial service. But so that's what this next 2 weeks looks like. It's pretty exciting. But yeah, anyway, I've talked enough, I think. That's the reason why we chose our adventure. I know it's not necessarily adventurous or exciting or captivating yet, but it's ours. And I think that's the most important thing, is it is our adventure, and it's our log of that adventure. So yeah, I just summed up the video in like 15 seconds for what took me 15 minutes, but Anyway, if you stayed this long, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Bye.